Scanning for audio.
Welcome once again to another Tin Dog podcast. Business as usual. Shall we do some Doctor Who chat? I think so. I think it's time to discuss 4.3 Doctor Who the Ninth Doctor's Adventures. Dare you? You know, there's something just lovely about Eccleston's Doctor. Yes, at that time I was young and naive and thought that, he's a Time Lord. But this guy's obviously, the working class doctor, and he's the PTSD doctor and all of that baggage. But that got in the way of me just enjoying Eccleston's performance. And him and Billy are back, and they've been back for 3 whole stories, all around the Powell Estate. So it's him, and there's Jackie Tyler as well. Camille cannot be underestimated as such an important part of this trio. She's arguably, for me, as important as the Brigadier was to the Third Doctor. Because she is more of, the heart of the story. Yes, Rose provides the anchor for the Ninth Doctor. The character is kept grounded, kept human, kept in check, especially in this story, by Rose. But Rose is given a whole new take on the world. Now, I'll put my hand up and say I didn't grasp at all the mental health aspects of this story. And you know what? Given my job and things, I really should have spotted that. But that's beside the point. I just didn't put 2 and 2 together and reach this until I heard the extras at the end. But I'm ahead of myself. Written by Lisa McMullen, this story is just called Dare You. Okay, let's do a quick synopsis, and trust me, it's very quick. Something or someone is playing truth or dare with the people of the Powell Estate, and it's dangerous to play games with a Time Lord. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words really can hurt you. Okay, I've got it. That's where we're at. So it's a 1-story release. There's been so many box sets that have taken a lot of getting through, and I say getting through in the nicest possible sense. Christmas, that was 4 stories. Halloween, 4 stories. The New War Doctor, I'm thoroughly enjoying that, and I'll be discussing that one soon. And that one is the Cybermen, but it's another massive box set, and something that, regardless of how you put it, you need to get through. But these are like the Torchwoods. These are 1 single release. They would have been a single disc in the days of CDs, if you like that sort of thing, which I know you do because you're a completist. Oh, you are. And they're just nice. You go in, you get it, you do it, it's brilliant. It's a wonderful moment of happiness. Now, I told you during the War Between the Land and the Sea review how much respect and love I've got for these stories. The Big Finish has constantly been better than any TV Doctor Who, but that's my take anyway. What I'm saying is, this story didn't touch me as much as some of the others have. Yes, the performances were brilliant and exemplary. As always, Eccleston is great. We've got no qualms about that. And Lisa McMullen always provides some classic and beautifully structured sentence structure and everything. My issue with it is that this story felt, for all the world, and this is what stopped me enjoying it and seeing the mental health aspect and all of that business, I couldn't see the wood for the trees because my head was going, this feels too much like a Shooty Gatwa story. This feels like there's some sort of magical gremlin creature having a go and organising things that are going on. Now, I know the RTD1 era had its fair share of that kind of thing, but RTD2 was basically just, we've broken the seal and it's now all about gods, monsters and just pointless nonsense. The magic end of things is just tipped over slightly too far. And that's possibly where I was at. And that stopped me from enjoying this, because there is perhaps a gremlin-y type character in this, trying to get into people's heads and do stuff more akin to sort of something like the Toy Maker. Obviously not the Toy Maker. There are haunted shops which have the feel of Sapphire and Steel, which always keeps me happy. But that's what was getting in the way of my personal enjoyment. And you know what? I will go back and I will experience this story again. And I will, because I enjoyed it a lot. It just didn't quite do it for me, in the sense because I was distracted by all the baggage I was bringing to the party. As always, McMullen's writing is superb. She manages to capture each and every doctor that she works for and she has a writing technique in the extras similar to mine, where she just lets the characters do the talking and she just acts like a conduit, especially when it comes to Camille, when it comes to Jackie Tyler's characters. Because we've lived with these people for so long, we can hear them, and they just turn up and they tell you the story. They say what they're going to say. You let them have off the hook, and you create the safe space for those characters to speak. And then eventually, the actors who inhabited the whole role in the first place get to speak them when they perform them. It's glorious. So, as I go back and I'm going to listen to this one again, I suggest you listen to the trailer now for yourself and make your own decisions. Now, this title's now out of print, and I'm not surprised, because there is a small print run, but it's not that small, and everyone wants the physical versions because this range is superb. And if you've lost faith in Doctor Who, which so many of us have, or you're more worried about the fact that there isn't no plans apart from one Christmas special at all, let's treat this the way it was back in the late 90s. This is where Doctor Who is. This is where Doctor Who lives and thrives. This is Doctor Who for you. Yes, it's a Doctor from the past, but it's a Doctor played by the actual proper actor who was on TV, doing a great performance, respecting the role, as we always knew they would, and giving us the Doctor that they feel is correct. Here's the trailer. Enjoy. Until next time, be seeing you.
All right, everybody, let's focus, and we'll pick up Pythagoras where we left off yesterday.
I wonder what would happen if I just stood up and started a conga line.
On the other two sides, A squared.
Dare you?
From Big Finish Productions, The Ninth Doctor Adventures, Dare You.
Trevor at number 34 said his wife mooned the milkman this morning.
Crikey, that put you off your cornflakes.
I wonder if I could pull the middle tin out of that pyramid of baked bean cans.
Dare you?
These random acts of impulse, they're all silly, daft. None of them are dangerous.
Yet.
By the pricking of my thumbs,
Eh?
something childish this way comes.
Who's tired? Want to play?
The call of the void.
The what?
That's what it's called. That compulsion, that feeling. Trust me. You don't want to be around when a Time Lord loses control.
It's just a game.
We don't play games with the Doctor. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but the Doctor's words might flaming well kill us.
Dare you?
No!
What have I done?
Big Finish, for the love of stories. That was the Tin Dog Podcast. All topics discussed are the intellectual property of the copyright owners. No infringement is intended. Why not follow the show on Blue Sky at Tin Dog Podcast tin-dog.bsky.social. If you've enjoyed this podcast on YouTube, please click like and subscribe. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.